the nuts and bolts of everyday life. And it's Miriam's story. At 84, Miriam is increasingly aware that the relationships she finds in nature and with people are the nuts and bolts of everyday life, and what help her find interest and meaning during the challenges and intensities of old age. As she grew up minding her P's and Q's in a critical and disapproving family, watching and listening to every move they made. The continuous observation of people's needs has been her life's memory thread, guiding her through a wary childhood, a successful teaching career, at a time when married women were usually shut out from the professions, retirement, and surviving a stroke. Trained in an exquisite attentiveness to the person, Miriam says, now, because I know I remember in a sensory way, I never have to say I forget. Seeing into, sensing something about what people are really doing, what they're feeling, how people's emotions make meaning. That is what people remember and talk about. The sensory is the basis of how I remember and of memories, the good and the ones I'd rather not remember. Because it's all there. I can sense it. And nature's never boring, never lets me now. The way people can be tiring. I asked her about the effects of the stroke, and she said that there was the memory loss at first, but that didn't last long after she realized with great relief that she was still bright. It was just a matter of calling on other parts of her mind. What other parts of your mind, I asked? The ones I hadn't used so much, or took for granted. I just needed to find other ways to express them, and that meant using a different kind of brain power. It was just, I was tired a lot, and concentrating really hard to relearn muscle patterns and to use other senses took all my energy and my time. That's another kind of remembering, isn't it, I observed? Teaching your muscles to remember how to work. Is that what you mean when you talk about another kind of brain power, about using different parts of your mind? I guess so. That kind of attention, tuning into your body, it takes a lot of patience. Patience, energy, and time, I responded. It sure does. I'm glad I grew up with that. I wasn't glad then, because I had to, but I am now. That you learned how to observe, be empathetic, how to tune into other people. Now it's your turn to tune into yourself, I mean. That's right, it is, and high time too. But I try to forget past hurts by finding reasons or thinking of what the situation opened up for me. That's what you have to do, or you'd end up being sad or angry all the time. Do you ever forget the anger, I asked? Oh no. So what did you do? Well, you learn to recognize it sooner and to put it in better perspective. And you learn not to let it bother you so much. Is that it? I said in my much younger naivete. She looked at me quizzically, smiling a little, and says, patiently, but very firmly, that's enough. At the end of my day, feeling good is enough. And her poem is called Simple Pleasures. I love my morning coffee, hedge roses waking under the sun, the sound of hikers' boots mudsliding where the trail begins, rocks scatter, voices grumble, kids chatter on the schoolhouse steps as a golf cart carries the teacher over the rocks to the door. I watch gulls swoop over sternwakes screaming for entrails tossed overboard, walk down the road to the old gray fish house, choose two from still bright eyes on shiny scales, off to the post office, catch up on the news, read the notices, and gossip on the way to lobster rolls and Indian pudding for lunch. Wait till the ferry nudges to port with the day's trippers. High back rockers on the veranda hide my eyes closed for 40 weeks. New bread, the earthy smell of fresh vegetables from the garden, dinner by the golden glow of the kerosene lamp, friends murmuring, piano music drifting as the sun sets on red velvet rocks.